Hey everyone, welcome to the seventh live stream, I think, ever on the channel. And I'm really happy to do that. Live streaming is so cool because one aspect, not only is it so cool to talk to you every time, but also because I am motivated to implement some cool new features specifically for the live stream. And some of you guys already saw the latest new feature I had announced on Twitter. I will explain this in this stream a little bit more, and as well, I now have the ability to do keyword research for any channel. So today I will do metadata reviews with the keyword tool, and everyone can ask for a review. I won't have time, frankly, for everyone to review this, but I try to get as many as I can, and you don't even have to have a Morningfame account for that. All right. Hi, everyone. Jeshmate Gaming, how you doing? Nice talking to you in the past weeks, by the way. CJ Nerf, welcome. Glad you were able to make it with all the arrangements and so on. By the way, stay tuned for the reply to your latest email. T-Cat, welcome. Thanks for waiting that long. And yeah, Ingenious Chew on this family time, Game Dev Seal, Sangam Gupta. How are you doing, everyone? All right, let's get a little bit started. I want to explain you a little bit what I will do today. As most of you know, I think most of you already have the keyword tool, right? So you're doing research, targeting the right keyword, optimizing your metadata, and based on your feedback, I implemented more features. You were seeing them in the past days, right? To help you a little bit more to peel out which keyword to target, how to optimize your metadata to be really relevant for that target keyword. And certainly, if there is metadata, if there's keyword targeting that is spot on, it's kind of easy to see that it's like it's how do you say, it's leaning out the window? No, that's the wrong saying. Anyway, there is one master for metadata keyword research, certainly, no question, and that is Brian G. And let me show you an example. Here we go in the browser. Brian released one video about a week ago, which really, again, I mean, all his videos, but this is such a cool example, is ranking like crazy. Here are all his tags. Oh, my picture is in the way. Let's just hide it for a moment. Here his tags like ranking like crazy. It's, by the way, about using the YouTube Studio app. And then also, not only the tags he used, there are many more search terms, as you can see here. He didn't even use as tags, and this video is ranking like crazy. And that boils down to his ability to explain YouTube. Yeah, that's the whole idea about relevancy, is to explain YouTube, what is this video about? Yeah, and if YouTube understands its rights, it knows where to rank that video. And if your channel has good quality videos, then they are also ranking very high. And that is what we see here with these incredible many search terms where his video is ranking for. And when we look at the metadata, here I loaded his channel into the review tool and loaded his video metadata. He is doing an amazing job about relevancy. You see an A score and a 96%. By the way, you might wonder why not 100%? Well, Brian did that on purpose. I'll explain you in a minute. What he was targeting as the keyword was how to use YouTube Studio app. That's a search term that people are using. Just as an explainer, here we go. If we enter this keyword, here we have that in the search bar suggestions. So that is why he is using this for his research. And if we for his target keyword. And so based on that target keyword, he wants to rank for that search term. So he wants to optimize his metadata to be highly relevant for this keyword or search term. So what he did here is for the title, he is using the exact keyword at the beginning in his title. Then he is using the same again here in the description, repeating YouTube Studio, YouTube Studio. Here, use YouTube Studio. You see that in the yellow. Oh, sorry, it's again hidden by my picture. Let's hide it quickly. You see that in the yellow markings that he is repeating those words over and over. And then finally, just a second, I screwed up the window. All right. And finally, here we have the tags. And he's doing an incredible job. He's using the keyword as a tag. He's using similar keywords, how to use YouTube Studio app and how to use YouTube Studio on Android. That's nearly the whole target keyword he's using there as well. So he has quite well relevant tags as well. So with that, he is achieving a 40 out of 40% for the tags, which goes here in the total score. A 20 out of 20%, which adds up to 60% in the total score, plus finally 36% of the 40% you can achieve for the title. And now let me explain why he was intentionally not going for 100%. Because you have this keyword here. This is the target keyword, right? So if he would remove this part, he would go to 100%. Just using the target keyword in your title is the best you can do for relevancy, for ranking for the search term. But you have to think about the viewers as well. I mean, relevancy, we think about YouTube, right? YouTube is a machine, and the machine wants to see certain words and so on in order to understand where and how high to rank your video. But this 40 out of 40% having the exact search term is for the machine. We also have to think about the humans. And therefore he applied to grow your channel at the end of the search term. This is an intriguing aspect for humans to read. And that is why he did that. He gets an A grade in relevancy anyway, so a little bit less, of 4% less for the relevancy score doesn't matter. But on the other side, there are humans who rank that, and why should I use the YouTube Studio app, right? To grow your channel. That's the reason. I have to click this video and watch it. And that is why he did this, and to make it up a little bit that this title is not just the target keyword, but has a little bit at the end added to it, he of course did a smart move and instead added how to use YouTube Studio app, the full target keyword as a tag. So there's no question anymore for YouTube. Okay, he wants to rank for how to use YouTube Studio app. All right, so far the idea. By the way, since I talked a little bit about the title just now, this first part having the target keyword and the second part something intriguing for the viewer, for the humans, there's actually a video Brian made for me, which I will publish on the Morningfame channel next Saturday, which will explain how to craft the perfect title. Of course, in this stream, you will learn a little bit about that already as well. Hi, Mark, junger Mann, welcome to the stream. Yes, I will certainly explain it a little bit, but I will wait for the first review because I want to get that started, and along the way I will explain a little bit more about the percentages. All right. Pronunciation box, welcome. I really like that you wrote pronunciation with an U and not a OU. But of course, you know your field, right? Pronunciation, that's the right way to write it. Even though dictionaries don't seem to have this spelling. I don't know why, but that's proper. Hi to FIC Gaming. How are you doing? All right. Hi, free music? Yeah, absolutely. Actually, so much of Brian's teachings went into to the tool. His whole, what he studied about the relevancy, all that. I mean, the whole idea about step 4 in the keyword tool is coming from Brian, and this is such a nice addition, you know? Don't you think? I mean, it's the idea that the tool is not just functionality, but is able to teach you how to optimize your metadata for optimal relevancy. There is, by the way, on the daily feature hunt I am currently do. For those who don't know, over on Twitter, there's the link to my Twitter in the description of this video. I'm releasing since last weekend one new feature every day for the keyword tool, and I will give you hints every day what the new feature might be, and I plan to continue that, and there will be even more features that will help you to understand how to optimize your metadata for perfect relevancy. Yeah, Brian G is the man in this regard. Super great. All right, Crispy Dips, how are you doing? Always a pleasure to read your comments, by the way. All right. Okay, no, without further ado, I would say let's get into the reviews. I will do it like this. I will draw a random number. And the lucky one, I will pick a video from your channel to review the metadata and give tips how to optimize them. Please, if you want to have a review, post in the chat at Morningfame, because then I see the tag like highlighted. It's easier for me to count. Just type in at Morningfame me or I want one, something like that. At Morningfame. That's exactly low budget gaming, the first one to be. Let's see. We are having 49 people on the stream. Let's say we draw a number of 30. That's how much will come in, probably. Okay, the 49 is an old number here, and let's draw a new one. 26. Let's see who it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Game Dev Seal, it's you. All right, let's copy your channel link. All right. Yeah, in the meantime, did I miss some questions? The stream is full of your comments. I'm frankly having always a hard time to keep up with everything. Let me check. Yes. It's longy long. Yes, it's harder for smaller channels to rank. It's not only about the relevancy, because the relevancy tells YouTube where to rank your videos, where you put your bets on. I mean, this term "put your bets on" you probably remember from my past videos where I explained it a little bit. But anyway, how high you can rank has a lot to do with your channel authority and the competition, of course. I mean, the other channels have authority as well, and hopefully you have enough authority to keep up with the other channels that are already ranking there. And the smaller you are, the harder you have it, of course, to rank alongside the bigger channels. So the more you grow, the easier you will have it to find the right keywords where you are able to rank. Because the competition gets smaller as you grow, right? Yeah, of course, in the beginning it's quite tough, but with a little bit of, searching, there are almost always good search terms to which are not too competitive, with which are your foot in the door to get more views, grow your channel authority, and then in the long run you will be able to rank for more search terms that are more competitive. All right, let's go over to the game dev seal. Here we have it, a smaller channel. Game dev seal, by the way, feel free to comment on. I have low latency mode turned on. So if you have something to say about what I explain, feel free to bounce back and forth with me. 257 subscribers. Very nice. You got the first big milestone, 100 subscribers, which I think is the most difficult one. Well, beyond yourself, let's see. Can I see from your thumbnails what your channel is about? Oh, game design, very interesting. Actually, if I would do another startup after Morningfame, just in case, I would like to program my own game. So, yeah. Very interesting. Game dev. Nice. Sorry, wrong tab. Let's see. Okay, you have taking a break for 3 weeks. Sometimes a break is good, right? A devlog, indie game, basic dialogue. Interesting. You have a few additional things you rank for. Oh, here we have one that you are already ranking quite well for. Stop procrastination in game development. Yeah. I know that from Morningfame myself. At the time where I didn't have a ready software and where people could sign up on, it was quite hard to motivate myself. Now all you guys are motivating me so much with all your feedback and how you like the tool. There is no day anymore where I'm not working motivated and hard. But that's the thing. Let's take this one. You're already ranking quite well here. It's clearly visible that you're also doing a good targeting here. Let's open your channel in the keyword tool. It seems, just a second, it seems game dev procrastination could be your target keyword. What would you say is your target keyword, by the way? You chose here, stop procrastination in game development, maybe? Hi, Checkit Media, by the way. Yeah. By the way, I have 2 of those. So I'm switching secretly the drinks. Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating in game development is unfortunately not a search term. It doesn't appear in the search bar suggestions. That is very important. That is the first part that is really, really important for keyword research. Make sure that what you're targeting also appears in the search bar suggestions, because this is kind of a proof for you that other people are using this search term. If it doesn't appear here, chances are that people don't use it as a search term, and then you might rank high for this search term, but there are no views because no one is searching for that. But I might be very well be wrong about what you actually targeted. Game dev procrastination. Let's see that. Game dev procrastination. Unfortunately, also not a search term that that is used by people. That's unfortunately, by the way, how to stop procrastinating in... How to stop procrastinating certainly is one search term, but it's very broad. It's not tied to game dev. And as you can see, it's really competitive. By the way, these first 3 grades tell a lot about the channel authority these other channels have that that are ranking for this search term, those that appear here in the search result. But as you can see, how to stop procrastinating is very broad. I mean, whatever you do, you can procrastinate, right? So so that would be too broad, and certainly you need millions of subscribers to have the channel authority to rank here. As you can see, probably here the average is 600,000 subscribers. So, well, for a small channel, too much. But let's see. Let's, for the time being, let's take game dev. Stop procrastinating in game development. Yeah, it's not the search term that people are using, but I assume you optimized your video for that. And of course, as you can see here, good choice. E is a little bit of a gamble, but of course it's good enough. We saw your ranking second here. Good job about that. Next time when you're doing keyword research, try to use a target keyword that actually is appearing in the search bar suggestions. And if you do the same thing, as I can see here already, you're doing a good job in optimizing your metadata. Let me quickly copy the metadata over. So you use the title, 36% of 40% achieved here. That's very good. Similar to Brian G. Johnson, target keyword in the beginning, and a little bit of a teaser for the humans, the 5-minute rule. I mean, that sounds intriguing. Is for people to motivate them more to click. Good job on that. So here we have in the description 4% of 20% achieved. You could put your keyword a little bit more into your description. Also, I have to say you're doing a really good job in explaining what the video is about. Very nicely readable text from the good job on that. Procrastination. I struggled with procrastination issues. Great chance. Procrastination issues in game development. Yeah, that still is well readable, but it's already a little bit more of your keyword. Yeah, so it's a little bit more for YouTube to like analyze on. So as you can see, it went up to 15% already. By the way, I'm not too much of a fan of just putting your full search term into this. I mean, you could do that, right? Here, let me explain that. Here we go, 20% achieved. But at this point, I mean, description should be readable for humans, yeah? And so I'm trying to integrate those search terms into into the text. And this way, it's kind of like flowing more, right? So whenever I knew I had to do hard work, I'm always choose browsing the internet and watching YouTube. Yeah, I know that as well, too well, instead of doing work. So here is how to stop procrastinating. Yeah? Procrastination. So we have a little bit more about the keyword in here, and it went up to a little bit more, 16%. Yeah, we could tinker at it a little bit, but let's leave it at that so far. Let me quickly copy your tags over. So we have them. All right, we are already at a 77%, as you can see here. Grade A, you're good to go. I mean, perfect. I'm not sure, by the way. Let's do that at the end. All right, tags. The idea here to do the perfect tags is to adjust them according to the target keyword again. And as to remember, stop procrastinating in game development. So what we have here is, of course, since you have not just the search term in the title, but extra the 5-minute rule, you did a good job in entering the full keyword here as a tag. So this really gives you an 11% boost. By the way, Longy Long, I think, asked that, right? The percentages here are about how much does this tag contribute to the 77%. I mean, it's really 66% is everything else, and 11% of the 77% is this tag. So how it does here is every tag gets a score, and the top 5 ones, these are in yellow, marked in yellow. The 4% one, 2, 4, 4, and 11. These top 5 tags add to the overall score. As you can see, that's 25% summed up, those 5 tags. And these 25% go into the 77%. Yeah, it's just a simple addition, like simple math here. So you have 11%, 4, 4, 4, 2. What you could do is to add a few more tags that are a little bit more relevant. Procrastination, yeah, is quite relevant because that's a main term in your target keyword. But what you could do is, oh, you already have it. Stop procrastinating. That's already 2 words of your target keyword. So as you can see here, it's 4%. Unfortunately, it's also not a search term that people commonly used. It could be, there are a few exceptions. The tool is a little bit on the same side, but stop procrastination. Let's quickly check that. Procrastinating. It's probably better you use stop procrastinating as well. You can see stop P, it's already appearing here. That's a good search term. So it won't help you with your overall score, but it's also a good search term that's relevant, which is a good idea to add as a tag. And you see, you now have a green check here because that's something people commonly use. By the way, not all tags here have to be exactly relevant for your target keyword, but the top 5 should be highly relevant. Indie game development is very good. Do you have game development? Here we have that already. Game development. It's a good idea to have that in there as well. We just went up to 80% because you may have remembered there was one yellow mark tag with a 2%. And since we have game development now, it pushed out the 2% tag out of the top 5 tags. So you have a little bit more relevancy here now as well. All right. I hope that gave you a little bit of a good idea how you could optimize that. I think in your case, you're already doing a really good job at optimizing your metadata for the target keyword. The biggest crux here was that your target keyword to begin with was not something that people are actually searching for. So next time when you do that, make sure that when you're using the keyword tool, I don't know, do you have an account for Morningfame? If you do, then you could easily check that here for the target keyword. Oh, it's hidden here. It has a gray cross here. So maybe better use a different keyword. Or if you don't have this keyword tool, of course, the search bar suggestions are the one you should be looking at. If it appears in here, it's a good shot. All right. I hope that helped. Are there any questions? Let's see. In the meantime, I just go to the next review. So type in the chat at Morningfame, me, I, or so on, so I can choose the next winner for the next review. Brittany, I think contact me at by replying to any email how to get access to the keyword tool. I will check where your account is at the current status, but basically this page you see with where you put in the invite code, these are 4 steps you all have to go through. If you already have an account, then the next step is the second one. If you follow all that, you get an email where you get invited to the keyword tool. But anyway, if you are confused, I will respond to your emails afterwards and explain the exact step that is missing. All right, new requests are coming in. Perfect. Let's draw a random number. Yeah, between 1 and 30 again. Let's quickly do that. Yes, 26 was the last one. And here we go. Next number, 14. No skills required. Yeah, just participate in saying you want a review, and with a bit of luck, you get a review as well. Is that the first one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Skeletorus, it's you. Let me quickly copy your channel name. And then let's check that. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ingenious. That's too much of viewers for me to go through all of them, but I hope you learn a lot by looking at those other videos. All right. Rix can do it. No, bribes are not possible. Yeah, Skeletorus, you won the lottery. Perfect. All right, let's have a look. Here we go. 51 subscribers. Great of getting started on YouTube. I hope you get the first 100 in no time. Let's see if we can see from your thumbnails what your channel is about. Certainly gaming. What is PUBG, by the way? I often heard that. I never had the chance to look that up on the Urban Dictionary. So let me know. King of the School, gameplay video. PUBG, is it a game? by the way? Oh, is this? I think I played this game. That's a cool one. All right, gaming, perfect. All right, we have here one PUBG. You really have to explain me what PUBG means. Here we go. Another one, Picado drop, King of Picado. That's the move in the game. Game player underground. Oh, I see. Is that the game? Quick game highlights. Nice. All right. Let's take this one as an example. That's already doing quite well for your ranking. It looks like you're targeting the Picado drop, which is a move in the game. I don't know. That could be your target keyword. It's always hard to tell what you intended, but it sounds like it. Let's search for that. Here we have Skeleteros in the keyword tool, and perfect. Picado drop is one that you can rank very well. It's very low competition, and here place 3. You're already appearing. Good job. But unfortunately, it's also a search term that people don't use. You see that at the gray cross here. So Picado drop is certainly its drop. Yeah, Picado drop is one, but I bet that's very competitive. No, it is not. Perfect. I mean, yeah. Let guess. Is that a move in the game? I'm yeah. It's hard to know all niches, but let's Picado drop. Wow, that's weird. Okay, you have to put in Picado DR. By the way, that's a good example. If you use the tool, you have to understand the tool is not an intelligent human being like we are. It has to do certain things in a way that it is making sure it doesn't do anything stupid. I have to build the algorithms that it's doing something not leading you in the wrong direction. So what I do is here, in order to come up with the gray cross or the green check, which would say that the keyword is used by many people as search terms, the tool is entering Picado D for search terms that have 2 words. And then it's looking through the results if it can find it. But in this case, of course, that's Spanish, and it seems, and of course, there are many other keywords. So we as human being can say, okay, in this case, it's okay if we type in Picado DR, because it still makes sense. And yeah, it's appearing here. So it's a search term that people commonly use. Of course, just entering the full search term often tells YouTube, okay, maybe the person wanted to search that. Doesn't necessarily mean that people are often using the search term. So it should already appear if you didn't finish entering the search term. Yeah, because what we use here is YouTube's predictive power of saying, okay, if you started typing in this term, I think you will want to search for these search terms that many other people search as well. And so we want to see this search term already before we finish typing our target keyword. So in this case, it would Picado drop. I would say that's an okay keyword to be used here, even though the tool is using a gray cross. Yeah, there are some edge cases. So let's go for that. Picado drop, let's say that's your target keyword. And we go over to optimizing your metadata. Let me quickly grab it. You have the title used here. That is 32% of 40 achieved. my tip is here. It's really, I know from experience, it's really a bad idea to add something in the beginning before your target keyword, which is the in this case. Yeah. It's always okay to put something in the end, like you did here as well, Skeletorus, King of Series. Yeah, but please don't do that in the beginning. The in this case is not too bad, but sometimes I saw people great achievement, yeah, something like that. The Picado drop or something like that, right? Something more like just as a 3 here, a the here. And so in this confuses YouTube. Yeah, sometimes it happens that then YouTube thinks, oh, the video is more about great achievement and less about Picado drop. And then you suddenly start ranking for different search terms you never intended to rank really for. So the best thing is to start with the target keyword. In this case, I would even drop the. As you can see, now you have 36%. This was 32, 36. So, yeah. So that would be a little bit of an improvement that could help your video to be more spot on regarding the relevancy. Hey, Alvin Blogs, how are you doing? All right, let's move on to your description. Yeah, nice. You're talking to your audience in this case. I always like to do a subscription, not about just dropping all your links and doing something for the optimizations. It's for humans to read, right? So welcome to the next edition of my PUBG King of Series. That is making a connection to humans. That's perfect. And as it turns out, you have the Picado drop in it already. The full search term here marked in yellow, as you see below. Oh, sorry, it's hidden by my screen again. Here, Picado drop. Yeah, perfect. You have it in there, 20 out of 20%. Something nice to read for people. Spot on. Let's move on to your tags. Here we go. Of course, Morningfame suggests some tags, so you don't have to start with a blank slate. Yeah, but let's use yours instead. And we are already at a 95%. Wow, that's really incredible. You have Picado drop in your tags. Perfect. I would always use this if you don't have just the, if you have this in your title, then there is no need to have that as a tag anymore. I mean, the title already says it, yeah? But since you have something in the end, it's good to have that to like make sure that YouTube knows about that. An 11% tag, perfect. That adds to the 39% of the 40% you can achieve for the tags. Drop on Picado, 2 words in there, 5%, good job. Picado 6%, part of your keyword. PUBG Picado drop, that's a good one. I think people are not searching for that, unfortunately. That's kind of important. Yeah. Always keep attention of the green check and the gray cross. By the way, that's why I added recently this feature here. You can remove all that have a gray cross. That I wouldn't use in your polished tags right now. I would only use that as a starting point where Morningfame just filled out the tags automatically, so you can just get rid of those that are not relevant too much. So in this case, these are the ones that remain and are actually used by people. Unfortunately, this goes it goes down with the percentages, because not always are those with a gray cross really bad. Let's quickly copy them over again. That is, by the way, why I designed the gray cross in gray, not in red. Yeah, there are some PUBG Casino drop, for example. Let's see, PUBG Casino. This one you already have as well as a tag, right? No, you don't have that as well. Still, you could use that. Casino. Is that one used? I mistyped. Casino. Oh, it already appears here. It's probably one that is used, that you could already use and as part of your keywords. All right. By the way, you have a few that go into your Pecado drop, but it's a good idea as it seems. You have Miramar Casino, Casino, PUBG Casino drop, which apparently is something like different words explaining the same situation, or that is part of your video as well. PUBG Casino have a 0% irrelevancy according to your target keyword. Yeah, but it's okay to have that, because you might be targeting multiple different target keywords, and having that in there as well, like you do for your target keyword, you are maybe as a secondary keyword targeting the casino drop. So it's a good idea to have everything that is around it. Myanmar Casino, PUBG Casino drop, PUBG Casino, everything that evolves around this casino drop topic. Yeah. So keep an eye out of the top 5 tags. This one 11%, 6%, 5%, and the other 2 ones are below 9%, perfect. They go into your relevancy score, and for the other tags, it's okay to have 0%, as long as they go into describing the topic of your video. Yeah, and I think you did a really good job here. All right, I hope this helped. Skeleteros, let's move on with the next review. Type into the chat at Morningfame, something like that, at Morningfame, and I will draw a random number. In the meantime, I will read your comments a little bit more. Searching for, looking at terms that people are actually searching for is really important. And a search bar suggestion is actually the best way to find out about that. I mean, imagine that YouTube is predicting what you want to type into the search bar, right? So how do they do that? They look at what are other people searching all the time. And if other people are searching that all the time, chances are that you want to search that as well. So the search bar suggestions are designed to show you suggestions that are search terms other people commonly use. And we can use that for us. As you know, it's ingrained into the keyword research tool with the green check and the gray cross. But also you can do it on YouTube directly. Just start in typing your target keyword and look when it is appearing. All right, how many people have asked? Not too many anymore. Your chances just increased. Let's draw a number out of 25. Let's go down a little bit. And 14 was the last number. Now let's get a new one. 11. All right, ingenious. I think you were too late. I am sorry. Okay. Longy Long was the first one, I think. Did I? I'm sorry. I have to be careful to count properly, right? Otherwise, you will be mad at me. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11. Longy Long. It's you. Let's go ahead and look up your channel. All right. In the meantime, any more questions? No skills required. There's a captcha code. Morning captcha code. Never saw anything about that. Let me know a few details, but I didn't even also didn't hear something from users, so probably the answer is no. Harley, that's a really good idea to make a start marker. My pleasure, Skeletorus. Adventures in Dirt. I'm pretty sure the order of the tags don't matter anymore. That's a relic of the past. I remember that even YouTube published an article explaining that. And the bad thing, unfortunately, is that I can't find the source anymore. By the way, if anyone of you knows the link to the blog article where YouTube explained that the order of tags is not important anymore, please send that link to me. I'm desperate finding it again. I will search for it again, and once I have it, I will link it up in the tool directly, because that's important. Many people still think it's the case, but there is a little chance that I'm still wrong. If I really can't find it, I will certainly implement a ordering feature into the keyboard tool of Morningfame. But until then, I'm waiting to get my hands on this article again, because if there is no relevancy to the ordering anymore, why should you order then, right? It's just extra effort that you don't need to do. So no skills requires. I have a message from vidIQ. They can't show the ranking position for all the keywords because this captcha code. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Morningfame is not affected because of that. TubeBuddy and vidIQ do something different. If they show you the ranks, they do a search through your browser like you would do manually. YouTube can't distinguish between vidIQ doing the search for you in order to see the ranks, or you doing the search manually and looking at the search results on the web page in the browser. And since they are doing it quite heavily, I mean, they are going through all the tags, it runs into limitations. YouTube is securing itself against such things too too much misuse. I mean, the tools don't misuse that, but they can run into that. Morningfame does it in a different way. I go through the server side, through the API, and I don't risk of getting blocked this way. All right, let's go over to the next review. Longy Long. 361 subscribers. Nice small channel as well, by the way. Nice chatting with you all the time. You're certainly about game reviews. I already know that. For indie games in particular, and I think some other type, right? Maybe comic books? I remember you had some game reviews and some other, as you see, NAS and so on. All right, let's have a look. What do we have here? Here we have some reviews. All right. Here, oh, great job on that one. Let's take this one, for example. because you don't have many tags here, so I can work on adding some for you. Judge Dredd NES review. Let me see. That is Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd is a game, right? Judge Dredd. Yeah, here we go already. Judge Dredd. Let's see how competitive that already is. You are a small channel, so it's hard to compete, but awesome. You can already rank for that. Let's quickly see if you are appearing here even. But I think that's quite difficult already. You have chances, but you didn't make it, unfortunately. But certainly, I think Judge Dredd review. We have that as well. All right, good job on focusing on a search term that is used by many people. But that's weird. That's indeed weird. We have a longer tail search term, but it's much more competitive. Wow. That's a rare one. That's really a rare one. Maybe, yeah, it makes sense, right? I mean, people are searching for reviews. So it's most likely also we have a traffic volume of those videos in the search results get 70,000 views on average. So many people obviously are interested in that kind of stuff. Judge Dredd reviews itself. Oh, that is even more views, but let's have a look. Best scenes, Judge Dredd. Is there also a movie about that? Maybe? It seems here, 1959, 95. There's a view, seems Dredd 3D. Okay. The reason here is it's digressing into different topics here. This search term is not too specific enough. I think the review topic is actually more about your game, right? It's a game. It's still about the movie. I think in your case you really have a hard time to find a search term that is not watered down by many other similar sounding that are about the movie or a I don't know what else we have here. The new movie, the old movie. Do you review by any chance your no, you're reviewing the game. You're calling it Judge Dredd SNES. All right, here we go. That's quite important here. I think you targeted in the first place also this search term, not Judge Dredd or Judge Dredd review, because there's the movies, but you're looking at Judge Dredd SNES, because that's important to really distinguish the game from the movies. And here we are, of course, seeing about the game. So that's the search term where you can start. Do you rank here, by the way? There's chances. Let's see. Long. No, unfortunately not. But this one you could try. Let's check quickly. Target. That's too complicated now. You're going for the review. Certainly, because that's exactly your title. And we can see the competition is also lower here. But what happened? There is no validation here. All right, this is also a search term that people used, so great targeting. Let's go over. Competition is low, targeting is great, people use the search term. You know your game, certainly. And I mean the SEO game, not the computer game. But I bet you know both very much. So the title is exactly the same. Full score on that. Perfect. By the way, let's see. You're also ranking 12 here. Great job. Here we go with your description. You're having the exact search term here in the description, so you get a full review. Guys, please be careful a little bit about pasting exact keywords into your description. If you do it too heavily, YouTube will recognize that and probably you get into issues there. You, in your case, only have this one, so that's not a risk. But anyway, I would say, why not putting that at the top? I mean, you have a nice explanation for your viewers. I already always like to have something that people can read, and that's the one that you have. So perfect. Put that at the top. I believe that having something at the top, first of all, is better for humans to read. Of course, they don't want to read all the like social media and so on. That's sometimes good, but they want to know more about your video. Also, it appears in the search results. I mean, have a look here. Yeah, I mimicked the search results from the YouTube page a little bit. You know, it looks quite similar there. The first part of your description is always visible there, at least on desktop. So make use of the first sentences. Yeah. What I did here, by the way, in this tab is here. This part that is copied and highlighted here below the text box is the part that most likely also is visible on the YouTube page. So if it is cut off here, yeah, as you can see, you have some more in your description. It gets cut off in the preview here. Then it's most likely also not visible on the YouTube page, like in the search results, as well as in the when you open the video, you know, the description below the video is shorter, and there's a show more button. So most likely you will see this text you see here as well above the show more button. And yeah, make use of that. Let's see if you remove that, if we still can have a high relevancy. Yeah, you would need to tweak it a little bit to have the resemblance. I picked up this SNES game, Judge Dredd. Why not say Judge Dredd? Man, I shouldn't. Do I still have mistyped it? No. Why not say it like this? Yeah. Then you have, as you can see here, 3 out of 4 words already in the description that is human readable. I mean, it flows with the sentence, and you don't even have to just copy your keyword here. I mean, it still goes down to 70%, but it's close to 20%. So that would even work without having to stuff in the keyword, yeah, which is just for the machine and not really fancy for the humans. So let's go with that. Otherwise, I like your description. Okay, let's go next to the tags. Let's replace them. You don't have many tags, but you have good tags. Perfect. Again, since there is, you know, you have Judge Dredd as in SNES review your target keyword in your title already. So there's actually no need to have this tag in the tags as well. It still counts as 11%. I did this way to make the grading less confusing, but my recommendation is you have 5 tags, top 5 tags, to achieve 40% with them altogether. Why not using the valuable space for something else? Let's remove this one. We go down with the relevancy, of course, but let's use the chance and put a little bit more keywords in there. We, from our previous searches, we know that judge, dread, SNES is a search term as well. So let's enter that one. 8% goes, it goes in total up again. Let's see, judge, dread, SNES. We already have that, so it's grayed out. Long play, speedrun, cheat, controls. Okay, I don't know what your video is about, but all those could be relevant for your video. Of course, don't add tags just because they are suggested here. They are good tags to add, certainly. Yeah, people are using those search terms in their searches, but I don't know if you talk about cheats or you talk about the controls, because this is important. Yeah. If you're targeting your video for certain search terms, for a target keyword plus the tags you use in your videos, always think about, yeah, you're saying YouTube, I want to rank for this search term. So YouTube says, okay, all right, I tried that. I mean, if you say me, it's about judge, dread, SNES controls, then I rank your video for a moment for this search term. And I look at the first viewers who click on your videos because they searched that exact search term. And then YouTube, when they watch it, look at your watch time. And the big issue is this: when you use a search term in your tags, which does not describe your video, you're telling YouTube basically that bring me people to my video that expect this to be inside my video. They have an expectations. If you have the search term judge, dread, SNES controls in your tags and YouTube brings you people who search that, the video should deliver on this promise. The expectations, those people who search that, should be met by the video. If it does match that, you get long watch time from them because they are happy about your video, right? They get explanation about the controls. But if you don't talk about that, also don't talk about that early on, you get short watch time, they give you a dislike, whatever. They give you some signals, YouTube some signals, oh, you told them it's good for judge, dread, SNES controls, but the people don't like it. So you go down in rank. So be careful about what you put in tags here, okay? Because the tags match the search term people use, and that brings expectations. They expect something from your video. But let's assume, yeah, you talk about those controls. Yeah, so we add that. And of course, that is a good search term, 8%. That gives you a upper hand on the tags. We are already at 29%. Yeah, and let's we have judge, dread, game review. Let's take this for example. This one is 5%, very good, right? Because it has these two terms and this one in that, so that's a good evaluation. And as you can see, by the way, this one made it into the top 5 tags now. Before, the Super Nintendo Judge Dredd as in a review with 4% was one of the top 5 videos, but now you have a tag that has a bigger percentage, and that now goes into the full ranking of the relevancy. Yeah, this is the way how it works. By the way, if you click on this, one of the top 5 tags which add to the final score, and this one is not part of top 5 tags which add to the final score, which doesn't mean this is not a bad tag. Use your available space. Yeah, right? You have 500 characters to use for your tags. Use them. Yeah. And Super Nintendo Judge Dredd review, I bet that's good, because not everyone enters SNES, right? People take Super Nintendo as well. Is there, let's see, Judge Dredd. Perfect. Let's add that one as well. It's also 4%. You already have made good use of your top 5, but adding this with a 4% is a good thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, and this way you can collect a few more tags and improve your relevancy. Tell YouTube a little bit more about what your video is about, so it knows where to rank your videos. And since, of course, since it knows where to rank them, and you chose search terms where you have low competition you can compete with the size of your channel. I mean, as a small channel, you need low competing search terms, certainly, to get your foot in the door. But you did this. Very good job. So, that's the way to go. All right. Ingenious, you're shouting at me. Did I miss something, some question or something like that? Please let me know. I'm having a hard time to keep up with that. All right. Rix can do it. You are the first in the lottery to get the next review. Please enter at Morningfame, me, something like that. And I draw another number for the... you're welcome, Longy Long, for the next review. Yeah, indeed. Low watch time is what will hurt Commander Vlogs. Indeed, indeed. You always have to think about... There's 2 parts. Yeah. Relevancy, yeah, is your foot in the door in telling YouTube where you should rank. Yeah. If you don't optimize your metadata, you risk the situation that YouTube has no idea where to rank your videos, because the topic the video is about is too fuzzy. Yeah. So having high relevancy tells YouTube, okay, I have made the work for you. YouTube, here, this is the topic of your video. You can rank me for these search terms. Yeah, but, and that's the big crux, there's the second part, yeah, relevancy. The second part is your channel authority, which is built through watch time, through engaged viewers, through long audience retention. I mean, watch Brian G's channel. You will learn all about that there. This one builds up your channel authority, and that actually gives you the power to rank. And telling YouTube where to rank plus your power to rank together is your success in ranking for competitive keywords where you get in all the views. So keep that in mind. All right. We said like we started with Rix can do it, and we have about 30 people. Let's draw a random number again. All right, my phone is reminding me to do my taxes. What a drag, you know. That's okay. 11 was the old one. Let's do a new one. 27. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, someone has to type in. 6, 7. Here, lucky clever toys. Haha, you made it. All right. There was this question whether audience retention, the watch percentage, or the accumulated watch time is more important. Let me quickly go into the tool and paste lucky clever toys. Both. Yeah. What Morningfame, sorry. What YouTube is really measuring is your session watch time. That is the most important one. That is across multiple videos. That's what they want to optimize. So what you need for that, first of all, you need absolute minutes watched on your video, which should be high. So if you have a 10 minutes video that gets a 5 minutes watch time, then it's as good as if you have an hour-long video that also has a 5 minutes watch time on average. Yeah, that's the absolute time. The question is, do you manage to lead people to more videos, to watch more? It's not always in your hands because, I mean, many people look through the suggestions and click on there. But you could use it to your advantage a little bit by using the end screen, or especially Brian's richer handoff method, recommending a video right at the end that follows up on what you talked about in your video and adding a card. Anyway, at the end, leading people to another video. That also gives you watch time for your own videos, but you could very well do this for another video as well from another channel. Anyway, that increases your session watch time. What is also, I think, to improve the session watch time all along is also important that you have long audience retention, because if people watch your videos to the end, they see the end screen and click on more. If they abort your video, you don't have it so much in your hands whether they continue to watch on YouTube or not. So for that reason, and there are more reasons that I can't think of right now, but anyway, having long audience retention, more people watching to the end, is also very important. So keep an eye on both the absolute minutes that your video has, and also ideally keep people watching to the end. All right. Hi Jay, how are you doing? Let's go over to Lucky Clever Toys review. And that's quite interesting because big channel. I mean, you will consider yourself as a small channel as well, probably. But for me, you're already quite big, and you certainly have a lot of ranking power already to be able to rank for more competitive keywords. Lucky Clever Toys is about movies, made with Legos. Really neat, by the way. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, it's fun to watch these videos. And here we go. One video, Hulk car stop motion animation. Perfect. Has Hulk in it. It has Lego in it. And so on. So that's something, I think younger kids are very interested in. You're doing a really good job at ranking for these already with high ranks, and the tags look well as well. Let's see, what do we have here? A Scooby-Doo thing. We have a, oh, that's a good one. I see. All right, that's I think a good example for multiple topics that go into a video. Yeah, let me shortly explain that. Let's look at this video. Okay, what would you say? Scooby-Doo wrong brick bodies with Lego, Spider-Man zombies stop motion animation. What is your target keyword? Scooby-Doo, okay, that's kind. Lucky Clever Toy, what would you say? What was your keyword you targeted with this video? I mean, you're targeting certainly many keywords here in your title. Let's see what Scooby-Doo theme song mystery wrong big bodies brick Scooby-Doo wrong brick bodies. Oh, okay, I see. That's a thing, right? Wrong brick bodies. You have this Lego figures and you replace the body with the feet, mix them up and so on. Wrong brick bodies itself. Let's see how competitive that is for you. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A big channel, you know. You have really good score in the competition, these first 3 grades. You are able to compete here, yeah. A, C, B. Let's see if you're even showing up. Here you go, place number 5. Lucky Clever Toy, with a different video than we want to look at right now, but anyway, that's, you know, you have ranking authority and 500,000 of views. Wow, I wish I ever had that. But I bet in the YouTube advice niche that's nearly impossible. I'm envying you. Wrong brick bodies. Let's assume you targeted that for your search term. You certainly did a little bit more here with your targeting, but let's just go with that for the sake of our argument. Let's go over and paste your metadata. We have here the title, which is 32%, which is already quite good. You have the full search target keyword in here, and I see, oh, you have even with Lego. I saw that with Lego. That's a search term you probably targeted as well, and here you even have that. It's kind. By the way, that's the neat trick. Brian G. once explained it to me. For small channels, in order to find search terms that are less competitive, you want to go long tail. Yeah, wrong brick bodies is a search term that people use, and I mean, we just saw it. Lucky Clever Toys can even rank for this more bigger search term, short tail search term. But with Lego is a longer tail search term that is, you know, contains the shorter tail search term. This one is both included, so to say, right? So a neat trick here is we can see that this long tail search term is good to rank. Lucky Clever Toys has really good grades here. Everything is above a D, or at least a D. Perfect. Yeah. And so he can target that. Now without the with Lego, we see, okay, that's live. It doesn't prove my theory, but oftentimes it's the case that the shorter tail one, yeah, with Legos, has tougher competition. Yeah. In this case, it's having even lower competition, as it turns out. I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule, but what I was about to say is this: if you are a small channel, you might not have the channel authority to rank for a short tail keyword like this one, but you can already rank for the longer one. So what you do is you're targeting this one, and in half a year when your channel grew, you might suddenly start to rank even for this one, because over time your channel authority will grow, and that will help even your older videos. So it's a good idea if you do a long-term tail keyword where the shorter tail is not something you can rank for right now. Use it anyway in a longer tail version with adding, like here, with Lego to it, and then in a few months you might have enough channel authority to rank there as well, and your video might go through the roof at that point. All right, let's to have a better example, let's go for wrong brick bodies with Lego as this target keyword. I didn't apply that yet. All right. So we have this title for him. 32% looks already quite good. As I explained it at one point, having something in the beginning is really tough because that might confuse YouTube. In the title, my experience shows, and from many other YouTube advice people as well, is that the beginning of the title is more important than the end. So in this case, the video YouTube might think that the video is more about Scooby-Doo than wrong brick bodies with Lego. So if you want to go all in for wrong brick bodies with Lego, I would take this and put it here. And you see here that's ingrained into the tool, this kind of thinking. It goes up from 32% to 36%. I mean, I don't know, Lucky Clever Toys, what you actually intended to target here. Maybe you wanted to go for Scooby-Doo in the first place and only wrong brick body with Lego in the second. As a secondary search term you want to target as well. It's all about intentions, right? I can't, yeah, you can tell me what your thoughts were, but let's just assume that was the case. All right, let's take your description. Here we have a 20%. Good job. But that's again, yeah, a little bit of keyword stuffing. This is it is a little bit difficult here because your title already has quite a lot of keyword stuffing in there. Obviously, I'm assuming you do it quite often, right? You have this video, you do it similar here. This one is a little bit of shorter video, but anyway, we have here, you don't do it always, but it's kind of crunched with a lot of keywords. I mean, it's still not still okay, I would say. I don't know where the limit of YouTube is, but be careful about that. I would try to write some kind of text that is maybe interesting for people. I don't know, by the way, in the kids area, I don't know how old the kids are that watching your videos, but I would figure they are quite old enough to read. So in this case, it's always a good idea to have some text that they can read. Let's say I took the wrong brick bodies and wow, what a mess. Scooby-Doo with Spider-Man's legs. Yeah, and yeah, you get the idea, right? You can make a little bit of a interesting thing out of it, and your keyword here still appears in the description. So let's move it out a little bit. I took a return as well, so we have only the top part, and that already has 15% of 20, so it's quite good. I mean, you could make a sentence out of it, right? And this way you already have good relevancy. I mean, here it's very tough. I think it will be quite hard to make a human readable text that actually works so well that you get full relevancy score. Because in this case, since the competition is quite tough on the relevancy, you have to really step up your game. I mean, yeah, that's how it is. But we can get a little bit more percentage here in the tags. And wrong body, what was it? Sorry, I forgot. Wrong brick buddies with Lego. You have more in your title, so you can use this one. We go up to 71%, right? That's the 11%. We have wrong brick buddies, which are, of course, the short tail version, 75%. Let's look at wrong brick buddies with superheroes. Certainly is one. I mean, these are superheroes you have in your video. 83%, and you're going up and up. Okay, we still have a bad score because, yeah, it's so competitive. We have to tweak it a little bit more to get up to a very high score. But anyway, let's leave it at that for now. What I wanted to show here is, as we know, this animation is about more than just wrong body. Sorry, that was the different one. We are looking at this one. More about brick buddies, wrong brick buddies with Lego. It's also about Spider-Man, zombies, and so on. Yeah, and stop motion animation. I think I would figure kids don't maybe search so much for stop motion animation. They are more interested in the superheroes, but stop motion animation, let's see. We have, well, that's pretty competitive, but still, I mean, you have an E at least here, and these here. So it's already something you could target. I don't know. It's more, yeah, examples and so on. Yeah, why not? Stop motion animation is something you could target as well with your video because it's stop motion animation, right? So it's a good idea. As you saw here, this tab is evolving around this target keyword. But your video is more about this specific angle of your video. It has more angles. And certainly one angle is the stop motion animation. Yeah. So as you see here in the tags, we have top 5 tags like this one, which are going into the score. But you have much more space to fill in good other tags. And you already did this. Lego brick building, Lego Ninjago, which is perfect. This is already what I'm planning to add, by the way, right now. Yeah, elaborating a few other angles with your tags. And certainly, let's elaborate. Oh, I still have something else in my clipboard. Stop motion animation. Now let's elaborate that. We have stop motion animation, which certainly is not a tag yet, so let's add that. Stop motion animation Lego is evolving around that as well, certainly. It's all about, we have a short film, yeah, why not? I mean, it's a short film you're doing. And what do we have? Tutorials, behind the scenes, movies, cooking, food, Play-Doh. No, that's not about play. Stop motion. What do we have here? Something stop motion Lego, for example. Yeah, that's a similar keyword that we can use. And oh, I screwed up the window. Just a second. All right, stop motion. Here we have those 4 terms. All green checks. Remember that again, of course, that people are using those search terms. And as you see here, yeah, these have low relevancy scores, but don't mind them. These are evolving around a, so to say, secondary keyword. Yeah, that's a different angle that is describing your video as well. And we used a few here, 4 different tags that evolve around the whole stop motion animation thing. Yeah, and this helps, in addition, YouTube to rank your video more broadly. Yeah, so the idea here is that you use the top 5 tags, a few more if it makes sense, to evolve around the target keyword you chose. But then the remaining space you have of the 500 characters here, you can use to evolve around different angles. Stop motion animation, Lego brick building, yeah, which is, I see here, you're doing brick building bricks. These are all kind of evolving around a 3rd angle. And of course, it's a good idea, since kids are into superheroes, you could now go forward and do a little bit more about your superheroes. Batman you already have, it's grayed out. And Batman versus Superman or Batman Lego. Do we have Batman Lego? Yeah, perfect. So we add that as well. So there are different angles you could evolve around. And if you do that, then your tags just get perfect. I mean, that's really, really top notch then. By the way, I'm starting to think about how to integrate the whole aspect of helping you with including different angles that describe your video into the tool. It's not in the short future, but midterm, maybe in a month, in 2, you'll see something coming along those lines. All right. Very nice example, Lucky Clever Toy. I hope you liked it. Yeah, I'm glad that it opened your mind for that. Yeah, it's quite impressive. I'm working on this keyword tool and talking to Brian G all the time, and you saw like Nick Nimmin recently did a video about that, about the tool, and I'm learning so much about keyword research these recent days from the experts and talking to you and seeing the situations. I mean, I'm looking at the different niches. As it turns out, by the way, the keyword tool behaves quite differently in certain niches. It's quite interesting to see. So there's so much deep understanding I can still learn, even though I'm thinking YouTube 24/7, like for 2 years now. It's impressive. It's really impressive. All right. We have, okay, let's do one more review. Yeah, I think we have time for that. Awesome Commander Vlog. Nick really did so much a great job, by the way. In the meantime, type in. Goes in. Rix can do it as the first one, and type in @Morningfame review, please, and so on. By the way, just for your information, quite interesting Nick's video he recently did about the tool. You remember the scene where he went over to step 4? Yeah, he went over here. He did the keyword research here, did all that, chose to use this, and then clicked this button and went over to the 4th step where Morningfame fills in some some tags here, right? For you, so you don't have a blank slate. You have something to start with. And by the way, the tags are chosen based on the tags in the search results. So as you can see here, for the search results, you can look at all the tags they used. And Morningfame is going through all the tags from those videos here and collecting those that are used more frequently. And that gives a good start here in the fourth step. But anyway, I was talking about Nick Nimmon's videos, and he said like he was deleting names of other YouTube channels. I think there's still one. But other than that, I went ahead the next day. I learned from Nick that it is against the terms of conditions to have tags that are the names of other YouTube channels in your video. I mean, it's certainly, I bet, okay if you do a collaboration with someone. So what I did is I improved this algorithm a little bit that picks those tags and yeah, like deletes already those of other channels for you. All right, let's have a look. How many people asked for a review? All right, let's do 1 out of 30. Here we start with Rix Can Do It. 27 is the last one. And here we go for the number 2. Someone said it's always never number 1. The chance is there, that's purely random. But this time, sorry, Rix Can Do It. Adventures in Dirt. You are next. Let's see. Adventures in Dirt. Sounds like outdoors. By the way, so great feedback you already gave me. Thank you so much for that. I think I still have an email from you, which I didn't have time yet to respond, but I will certainly. All right, here we go. Here we have close to 600 subscribers. Nice. Yeah, Sunday is your day. It obviously seems. Perfect. Weekly Dirt, drone footage, bloopers, nice, live giveaway. All right, let's see what your 500 subscribers. Yeah, that's certainly a great milestone. Metal detecting. Oh, now I remember. Yeah. Awesome. Did you find a really valuable coin before? I mean, like the from back in the day. I don't know. Let me know. I like all those treasure hunting things. That's by the way the reason why I also did the treasure hunt for the new feature. I always liked such a games, like something where you can get surprised. I bet you love that about metal detecting when you are on the beach or something. From the 50s. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Colorado. Yeah, you have sand a lot there, right? Yeah, by the way, who doesn't know about that, I'm releasing since 1 week one new feature for the keyboard tool every day. And I'm publishing hints about the new features like a treasure hunt on Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description of this video if you want to join in. Okay, what do we have here? Metal detecting and review. Adventures in Dirt. Detecting, metal detecting. All right. Could it be? It sounds like you're often using the same tags. Does it? It seems like repeating pretty much. What you could do, of course, is more. I mean, it sounds like you doing more of a vlog this way, right? Which is totally amazing. I mean, the whole thing, like you can get surprised of what you find and all that stuff, is, I bet, intriguing for people to keep coming back. So yeah, that's your weekly repeating thing. Yeah, awesome. Let's take this one, for example. Let's have a look at the keyword tool. Sorry for all the switching. The weekly dirt. Let's see. I wonder, metal detecting. I mean, you're a small channel, so it's kind of tough to rank, I bet, because that's the big niche, as I was expecting. I mean, look at that. On average, the channels in the search results have 750,000 subscribers, so it's tough. What do we else have here? Beach. It's probably also very competitive. What do we have? 2018. Perfect. Yeah, that's something where you can get a grip into, your foot in the door. I mean, views and likes and comments still F, so it's pretty much of a gamble. But having subscribers at D is a good start already. I think, yeah, sometimes it's you need to have to build an intuition which search terms start to work. This week in metal detecting. Is that a search term actually? Week? Oh, it seems. Yeah, this week in metal detecting. Not detecting. This week in metal is probably kind of, yeah, I guess so, about the music and all that stuff, right? But it makes sense. What do we have else have here? What would you say? New series about nerd addict featuring other channels. Interesting. Yeah, that's good. Collaboration is always important. A good thing to do. I actually plan to, once I have all the technical stuff up, to do my live streams also with a few other YouTube advice people. Cheers, Rodney. Cheers, Eileen. And so that is helping as well. Metal detecting weekly review. YouTube metal detecting videos. Okay. How does that sound? YouTube metal detecting videos. Nice. YouTube metal detecting. How does this look? It's also quite competitive for you. Videos, unfortunately. But you could certainly jump on the 2018 trend. By the way, this is a search term where I would say it's okay to have a gray cross. No one is searching for that yet. Yeah, it's pretty sure. I mean, you saw it already here. The 2017 tag is already there, right? So in a few months, you can be sure that people are starting to search for 2018, and once they do, you already have a video. So that's of course a good thing to do for the long run. Best metal detecting. Thanks, Adventure and Dirt. That's quite interesting. That's also quite finds compilation. Here we go for one where you can rank. Yeah, sometimes it's quite tough to find a keyword that actually shows good grades because, of course, I mean, the big channels are always hogging the good search terms already, or the at least especially the search terms that are easy to think about, right? So in your case, you're already doing a decent job on YouTube, but of course, I mean, there are much bigger channels, so it's quite tough in the beginning. So let's say metal detecting. Let's weekly dirt. Oh, the weekly dirt is a thing. Interesting. Oh, and good grades. All right, all right. Yeah, in this case, the views are quite low. Yeah. I mean, when you are thinking about um, uh, search volume, I mean, that's important to think about, right? There are two aspects to think about. It's first of all the screen check, which ensures that the search bar suggestions show you this search term, which means in turn that people are commonly using this search term. Yeah, this is kind of a way to make sure that you don't accidentally use a target keyword no one is using ever. Yeah. And this way you ensured at least a few views. But then if you want to get a little bit of better understanding about how many views could you expect when you target that, then look at these graphs here for views. And in this case, you see already, yeah, the average is at 262. I mean, there are some videos. Oh, I see. You made it a thing. Wow, that's impressive. You really made the weekly dirt a thing. That's impressive. That's also the reason why the views here are quite similar to your own views. Yeah, your channel has 242 views on average, and Gateway Video has the same average on the whole search results is the same. You are the Gateway Videos yourself, and so on. So that's the reason. But to continue my train of thought, you can see that even if it's not a topic where you yourself made it a thing, but other channels are ranking there as well, it could be the case that all those other videos are not getting that many views either. So it might not be a search term to target, because in this case, yeah, I mean it's quite obvious here. You can expect from those videos as many views as you can expect from the other ones, because they are your videos anyways, right? So have a good one, Joe. In this case, maybe it's not a good idea to target that, because targeting that won't bring you many more views you would like to have. You would like to have much more views. So going where the average is much higher is a good idea. Yeah. And in this case, maybe it's an idea to do something different here. By the way, someone asked before I saw that question, sometimes here for views is a light green background with a question mark. Here, pay attention to this sentence here at the bottom that explains it. This is kind of a safety measure as well. If you have usually more views than those search results have for the search term you just searched here, then a question mark will appear, asking you whether that is actually a search term you should target, because you might rank #1 there, but you maybe even get fewer views than you usually get just because you're targeting a search term so few people search in comparison what you are used to, that it's no use for you. Yeah, there's no gain. So that's a little bit about that. Okay, just for the sake of argument, let's go make it more sense. You have used here metal detecting 2018. I would say that's a good search term to go for, because you see metal detecting 2017 is already here. Let's see how competitive it is. Yeah, it's a little bit of a gamble, of course, but you could try that. It would be worth a try. But certainly 2018, people are not searching so much yet, but they will in the future, since 2017 was already a thing. That is already quite a gamble here, but okay, let's go for that, just for the review here. So we are here, and let's take your metadata. And here we go. The title, again, having something in the beginning, yeah, is a little bit confusing YouTube. YouTube will probably think it's more about the weekly dirt than metal detecting. Of course, that's your thing, right? You want to target the weekly dirt. I mean, so yeah, it's your decision in this case. But let's assume you would like to go for metal detecting 2018. Then put that in the beginning and make it like this. This week in the weekly dirt. Yeah, why not like this? Yeah, and then you obviously have a much higher percentage achieved for this target keyword. But I think what you could also do, and you'll see a little bit more in Brian's video he will upload on the Morningfame channel next Saturday, is what you could make it a little bit more intriguing. For example, found a surprising coin. A coin? That's stupid. I found a coin that cannot exist. Something that's not in the books of any coin collector. This week in the weekly dirt. Yeah, maybe like this, if you want to keep the weekly dirt. Anyway, something here that intrigues people to click. Yeah, that is for the machine to rank you, and that is for the humans to click. Now that would be amazing then. And let's take your description. The weekly dirt. And we have this week in metal detecting 2018. Perfect, man. You already have the full search term here in your description. So good job. Full thing. Nicely readable text for humans to read. Very nice. Keep it up. Yeah. And let's go for the tags. And here we go, 90%. Wow. Yeah, you already added quite a few tags around metal detecting, and most of them are even green. Perfect. Yeah, I think week in review, metal detecting week in review. Let's see, detecting week in review. Yeah, that's not something that appears in the search bar, the suggestions. Yeah. Maybe, by the way, there's an intricate detail here. The search bar suggestions work differently by country or language region, as it turns out. You are in the Netherlands, right? I saw that in your description. So in the Netherlands, you might have different search bar suggestions, but it will adjust accordingly here. So you might see a green check. But I think in this case, it's worldwide, not a search term that people commonly use. So in this case, I would say, why not removing that and save that space? Yeah, you have 50 characters now left for something that is more relevant. For example, you have the full search term in the beginning here, but you have something in the end. And to make it really clear then, for YouTube, you add that as well. And maybe YouTube. Do people search that? But it seems, right? UK, USA. What do we have? Coins. Yeah, let's assume you found some coins. I mean, I based that in the description, in the title, right? But let's just assume that. So you have a few more, and you see here those go into the ranking, and they achieve the full 40%. I mean, summed up, it's a little bit more, but it caps the percentage at 40%. You did a perfect job here. All right. I hope this helped. Okay. Yeah, what time do we have? Okay, let's do one last review and then let's wrap it up. All right, you're welcome. Type in @Morningfame, me, and I draw a last random number. Thanks, Pam. Yeah, feed the machine, then tease the humans with a title. Yeah, actually, my master is Brian G here. Make sure to thank him as well. It's really a good idea because that's the perfect combination of relevancy and making it work for humans this way. All right, is there... Commander Vlogs, you said, picking my next video and the title just got a score of EDDA. With E here, it's EDDA. It's a little bit of a gamble. Subscribers to have here a D at least is, in my opinion, crucially important. Having an E here only makes it really a little bit of a gamble. But still, I mean, it's not all really precise. It's not really an exact science here. We are talking about chances. Yeah. So try to go for it. But if you can find a little bit better scores, especially subscribers, at least a D, prefer that. I always prefer to have at least Ds for the first 3 grades, as I explain in the footnote below, plus an A ideally for relevancy, just to be on the safe side a little bit more. Still, there's still the chance that you don't rank. As I said, it's all a game of odds, a game of chances. But yeah. All right. Rix can do it. You are the first one again. How do you do that, by the way? You're really attentive. All right, let's choose a number between 1 and 20. And maybe it is the 1 this time. But I can't guarantee. That's random. 2 is the old number. And here we go for the new one, number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Commander Vlogs. Awesome. Okay. Let's go over to the review tool. And I find, by the way, guys, I find vlogs really interesting in a sense that vlogs have a really difficult time to do keyword research, because if you're just talking about your daily experiences, what do you put into the description, in the title? Yeah, there are some topics covering there, but often vlogs are about a number of things that happen to you today. Yeah. And do you focus on the first thing that happens in the video and the last thing, which is the most important? If at all something sticks out so precisely that you can think of a search term people would use and be happy then to find your videos, it's really tough for vlogs. I mean, look at how-to channels, for example, how to fix your computer, how to tie a tie, how to grow on YouTube. Yeah, these are all terms that where the search term matches an expectation. Yeah, and then you can do a video about, yeah, like a question you just answer. A vlog doesn't answer a question, right? So let's see. Commander Vlogs, 1,000 subscribers, kudos. Actually, do you have the 4,000 watch hours together to still keep being monetized? Would be interesting to know. 50,000 views, probably it's close, but you might not have made this deadline. Anyway, thumbnails here. Let's see a little bit what you talk about. Caught bait on the gym. You're working at the gym. Awesome. Here, gym. A little bit of Trump can't. Something you must not miss, right? It's always funny. Live stream is awesome. What you eat, yeah, that's food, and I think eating and the gym goes together, right? So what is low carb diet, maybe, or something like that? Losing weight. That's clearly like a story you're telling, like a concise thing. I really see how people like to watch your what you do every day. All right. What happens when you wake up at 3 a.m.? Yeah, there's a challenge, right? Waking up early challenge. I actually started to wake up very early. From my vacation, I woke up very early, and then there was a 2 hours times difference, so that helped me even more to wake up early. 6:30 today. That's very early for me. 3 hours earlier than before. Here we have a dog howling like a wolf when I'm gone. Howling. Oh, that's a spelling mistake. By the way, YouTube says they automatically correct spelling mistakes. So probably it's not an issue that you misspelled howling here. You can keep it at that. By the way, it's always a good idea to, even if you spot something like that, don't make changes while the video is still young, because that re-triggers the algorithm. And the issue here is if you change your metadata too early, your video is in a view velocity stage, and most of your subscribers already watched the video, which is super powerful to give YouTube the signals how rank to high your videos. And if you re-trigger the algorithm by changing the metadata, you might lose this velocity from your subscribers. The subscribers obviously watched it already, so they won't watch it again after you re-triggered the algorithm. So you lose this valuable signals that those subscribers give to you. As you know, subscribers are more engaged than just regular visitors, so they give you better signals than other viewers, and that's not something you would like to miss. Anyway, okay, let's go for this one, because that's interesting. You made your vlog actually into a topic. Yeah, your dog who's howling, right? So let's look at that. My dog howling like a wolf. Let's go over and let's see. I'm not. My dog howling like a... Oh, that's a thing. That's interesting. That's a search term. And yeah, a little bit of a gamble. Do you have that as a tag? But you even made it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here, 9th place. Let's see. It might have changed since I analyzed it. The lower ranks are changing quite often, but here you're still on number 9 in the last 10 minutes. It didn't change. All right, perfect. I bet that's really the target keyword you searched for, and yeah, that's what. By the way, that's what I'm talking about. This is all a game of chances. We are talking about chances here. And even though Commander Vlogs had E's here, by the way, F's are usually really bad. E's are, you can think about it, yeah, but only if you know what you're doing. And he certainly, Commander Vlogs, did a good job here because you have so many subscribers, an A on subscribers, which is really important. That makes it up for the ease. Yeah? That's the thinking behind it. It's all something about chances. There's no guarantee. But this certainly, it doesn't surprise me that you, after all, rank here. Yeah. Oh yeah, high five. Rix can do it. Brian, really, I mean, he influences tools so much as well. The whole relevant thinking comes from him, by the way. Okay, let's move forward. My dog howling like a wolf. It's a search term that people use. Check on that. You have a title which starts with the exact search term, like a wolf. Oh, you have an A in here. It's not too bad, but even a little bit better would have been like wolf. I mean, you know, that's the crazy part about that. That's how YouTube works. I mean, people type in something that has bad grammar, right? I mean, the A is clearly missing. But to really push YouTube towards your target keyword, I mean, that's the keyword, that's the search term people use. It's a common search term without an A. Yeah, then do a title that has bad grammar for the sake of SEO. It's just like this. But what I really like here is when I'm gone. There's a little bit more, yeah, when I'm gone. Like a teaser, when I'm gone, I feel so bad. Yeah, a little bit more. Put it little bit of over the top, over the notch, over the edge. Anyway, you get it. So this way we have some part here now, in addition for the humans to be a little bit more, to be intrigued and click. So we have a good title here, 36%, perfect. You don't even have to do such a perfect job here because the competition about relevancy is at 17%. Not very tough of a competition, but why not aim for a very high percentage anyway? Let's take your title. You're already at 66%. Good job. As we see here, my dog like wolf. Every time when I leave the house, my roommate with my roommate, no one is home. My dog, Kikola, is howling like a wolf. See that? I mean, is howling like a wolf. Is like dog. This is missing. Yeah. Now we have howling like. It's a little bit better. I mean, it's okay as well, right? It's proper English. So why not that? Like this would put you over the top, but I wouldn't do that for the sake of relevancy. I mean, you know, we are still humans and we want to see that people are taking care of their wording and all that stuff. So, like a wolf, my dog is howling like a wolf. Yeah, it's actually pretty difficult here to cram in your target keyword a little bit more because, I mean, the grammar is so bad. My dog howling like wolf. I mean, what is this? What is this, right? But at least you got a 40% here. Yeah, you could do 16% up, but my dog, this would help a lot, having this, my dog. Kekoa was it, right? my dog. Kikoa, my dog, howling like... Yeah, it's such a bad English, but yeah, it goes up to 18%. Yeah. Yeah, you have to see how far you want to take it. I mean, yeah, but this would, yeah, you know, this is a large portion of your target keyword, and that's a good thing to have. All right, let's go move forward and take your tags, and here we go. 81% relevancy grade. A perfect job already. I think you already did a perfect job, even without my changes. And here, dog howling like a wolf. You have that, like wolf. Oh, dog howling like a wolf. Interesting. Dog howling like a wolf. There we have the A. Yeah. But it's only in combination with... no, perfect here. Dog howling like a wolf. Well, what you could do here is, yeah, since we know this one has better grammar, yeah, why not putting some other keywords that make sense, yeah, which you of course added as tags because this is the same topic, cramming then into the description a little bit as well. My dog howling like a wolf. It's already in there. The tool doesn't show it to you yet. Yeah, I'm thinking about improving that in this regard as well, a little bit more in the future. But you already know, as you see here, my dog howling like a wolf is in there with the A, and that is also a search term people are using. So certainly YouTube will pick on that. So good job. It's the text here, the description, especially the first few lines that are repeated here, is a big opportunity to use for a few more search terms, like you do in the tags already anyway, to add a few related search terms. But yeah, I would say looks good. I mean, a dog howling like a wolf. You have my dog howling like wolf. Let's add this one again because you have that not precisely. You added a few more, so to make it sure, we have the full search term in here now as well, and so on. But all in all, when I look at that, you're already doing a great job at that. You could, of course, take a few of those tags that have a gray cross because they are not really used for by other users by users with when they do searches. So you could use this space to use for other keywords. As we know, it's limited. We are right up how much we can use, but if we do this, you could cram in 2 other keywords, maybe even. So yeah, I think it's a good thing to think about these gray crosses and if they really make sense, and maybe use the space for other tags that have a green cross and also make sense in the broader area of what your video is about. All right, but yeah, great job. I mean, no wonder you're ranking great for this video. Awesome. All right, that's the last review, Commander Vlog. I hope you liked it, and I hope every one of you learned a lot along the way. Do you have any extra questions? I mean, what came up here, which I can clarify a few minutes more? Pronunciation box, I'm sorry, I really have to wrap it up. We're, yeah, it's long stream already. You're welcome, Rix. I'm sorry you were the first one to always ask for the review, never made it. The one never occurred. Yeah, if you Awesome, sizzling popcorn. By the way, thanks for all your tweets and so on. Do so. And yeah, everyone, stay tuned for the video next Saturday about how to craft the perfect title. And there will be more. I will work more in the tool to help you to understand how to best optimize your metadata for relevancy. I have a few features planned that I will be including or implementing. I have to program for that still over the coming days. Part of the new feature hunt, I release one new feature every day. In the description, you have the link to my Twitter account. I announce every time I publish the new feature when it's out and give you a hint so you can hunt for that. Hannah's Gaming Mania, I'm sorry, time is over. Next month, I will certainly do something like this again, and then you have a chance to get a review as well. If I pick your random number. Awesome, yeah. My pleasure, Pandas Puppets. Thanks for tuning in. Number of SF Digital Studios. One tip, go back in my library. I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I did a video about search volume, right? You're asking with the impressions about search volume, right? This is a tough thing, yeah? I don't want to mislead with what I do in the tool. So I elaborated which options we have. And the green check is the cornerstone here. I'll explain you in the video why that is. So keep an eye on it. When you are doing targeting, choose a target keyword. Always keep an eye on this green check. As well as you can see it, of course, here when you do the searches. If you have that, then you ensure that your keyword is used commonly as a search term by people, and that's very important. Yeah, basically. Pronunciation box? No, it does not. The file of your video file, which name it has or something like that, it does not at all. Name it whatever you want. Name it like it's important for you, but not for YouTube. Actually, recently, Daryl Eves made a video telling about his study he did about the name of the video file. And he found out in his study, no, it doesn't matter at all. What matters as metadata is the title, the description, and the tags, plus the closed captions. They are very important. Look in my archive. I did once, a few months back, a video about closed captions. And I found out, I did a study of thousands of videos I studied there to crunch the numbers. And luckily, I found out that you don't even have to edit your closed captions. The closed captions that YouTube generates automatically for you are good enough for ranking purposes. Yeah, there is no difference if you clean up the closed captions that are made by YouTube or not. But of course, check your closed captions depending on your slang, your tongue. I mean, I have a German accent, right? And sometimes they just screw up some things. So I have to edit that. For example, I did a video about tags, like the tags in metadata. And the machine was always understanding text. And of course, that shifts the perspective totally in a different direction. I mean, this way, YouTube didn't even know my video was about tags. Okay, I had that in the title and the description and so on, but changing these where the machine misheard my speaking was pretty important. So check out for a few of your videos how well the machine understands your speaking. Chances are it understands you really well, and you don't even have to care about the closed captions. But what you have to care about is what you say in your video. And that goes into your YouTube's understanding about the topic of your video as well. So there's advice like repeat your target keyword in the beginning of your video. Say it out loud, and say words in your videos that are relevant to the topic you're talking about. If you do keyword research, you know anyway which search term people are using. So you would naturally assume the language people use in the search bar and use it in your speaking when creating your video afterwards as well. So it will kind of, depending on your niche, happen automatically. For example, in my niche, for YouTube advice, it happens automatically. I mean, I speak about what the video is about automatically, right? For example, this live stream, it's crystal clear that we are talking about keyword research, right? no chance around it. Have a look at that. Apart from that, more metadata goes into YouTube's understanding about what is relevant, which topic your video is about. The comments your viewers write also go in. That is quite interesting. I have an anecdote about that. By the way, I'm not saying that just because of this anecdote, but Matt Gielen did a study once in summer 2016. So it's not too old, but it's still the same. Comments from your viewers do influence what YouTube thinks your video is about. So constructive discussions in the comment sections actually can help you. And my anecdote about that is actually, I never did a video about how to craft the perfect title. By the way, next week on Saturday, there will be one, finally, but I never did before. And two people in two different videos asked me whether I could do a video about the perfect title for YouTube videos. And suddenly, in my analytics I saw in the traffic sources, people started to find my videos for the search terms how to do the perfect title or something along the line. I can't remember the exact phrase. But people searched that and found my video, even though I never talked about the perfect title. And that tells me that YouTube is really looking at the comments from your viewers and using that as well to understand the topic about the video. So that all forms the corpus of metadata that YouTube uses in order to understand what your video is about and where to potentially rank your videos. But again, remember, it's not only about telling where to rank. It's also your ranking power you need in order to rank there high. I mean, certainly, if you enter a tag, how to grow on YouTube, like I do oftentimes, how to grow on YouTube is so competitive. I never ranked there in the top 20, but I ranked there certainly because there are a million search results, and I rank at a rank number 1,500. I don't know, never checked, but the relevancy made sure that I rank there, but how high I rank really is mostly influenced by your ranking power, your channel authority, which means you have great watch times, long audience retention, great audience engagement, high view velocity, and that stuff. It's a more complex net of factors, but this is what makes you rank high. So relevancy plus your channel authority through watch time and all that together is the road to success. And of course, not betting too high. That's the big mistake I made before I implemented the keyword tool. I tried to rank for search terms that are just too competitive. And luckily now, since I have the keyword tool at hand, I can see like the competition. and target those keywords where the competition is actually low enough so I have a chance, and I don't bet on a keyword that I don't have a chance to begin with, and then it's a lost game from the beginning. Off-grid SE. No, I don't sell this t-shirt. Sorry. Maybe I do in the future. By the way, if you're interested, that's the back side. Can you see? Yeah. Pretty neat, right? When I design something to sell merchandise a little bit, I will do it a little bit more fancy, like more flippy, so you can be the cool guy wearing it in the public. This way, this kind of just plain branding. Mr. Sharp, thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if someone has a easy way to set up a shop for that, I'm not sure. Maybe I should research that a little bit. Maybe I can just upload the design. Yeah, true. Check it, media. That's simple. I designed it for Brian to wear on a conference, and I myself wore it on a conference as well. So that serves the purpose, right? Trying to get the word out. By the way, thanks everyone who already shared about Morningfame on social media. I'm getting quite a few signups from you through your referrals, and that really helps to make Morningfame into something successful. We are grinding here, Brian and I, and Nick is now joining in as well. So hard, and it's really a blessing to get extra help from you to spread the word. Yeah, thank you so much. Pam, that would be a good idea. Feed the machine, tease the human. And on the back side, like a question, you're not on YouTube, right? Otherwise you would get it. All right. Okay. Have a nice day, my friends. Yeah. See you in on Facebook, Twitter, in the emails, and next Saturday in the video I upload. All right. It was really fun. I hope you learned a lot from that. And of course, stay tuned for the daily feature I publish on Twitter. All right. Have a nice day, my friends. Cheers.